first of all, if you and your partner know what a heel hook or knee reaping is and know how to escape it, feel free to add those into your entanglement. If 50% of what I just said made no sense to you, don't do anything but the straight ankle lock today, okay? So, from the top, my goal is twofold. I'm either trying to pass his guard or enter into a leg entanglement here, okay? Today's working definition of a leg entanglement is two of my legs isolating one of my opponent's legs and denying him the ability to close the distance between my chest and his chest. Okay, so this can be an entanglement, right? Here, this can be an entanglement. Even if you're a little bit more experienced and you want to reap the knee, even that's entanglement, okay? That's a working definition. Two of your legs isolating one of his legs and denying him the ability to sit up into you. Now, why am I having you do the guard pass as well? Because one will feed the other, okay? So if I'm doing my loose passing here, yeah, and Dave's keeping his frames long to keep me at a distance, well, his extended leg is prime for me to drop into. Now, maybe I start threatening the leg locks and he starts to shorten up the frames. Well, now it's easy for me to maneuver around, okay? So I want like 50% resistance from the person on bottom. The person on top, your goal is twofold. Either pass the guard, loose, or enter into some kind of leg entanglement. Cool, reaping or not reaping heel hooks, that's up to you and your partner, okay? Person on bottom, all you're trying to do is keep them from passing or engaging into your legs. Cool? Is everybody okay with this? Good? All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. We're going.
Got Dave on top and on the bottom. Dave looks like, oh, that was a smooth entry. Dave going right into a pass and reacted by pushing out. He's reaping the knee right now, but actually no, technically he's not. Uh, but that was pretty good entry on Dave's part. Obviously, and not letting Dave work a little bit, but the push pull that Dave used to get to the entanglement, I really like. I'm gonna run it again. It's the pass. Nothing too complicated there. Dave pushes. Oh, steps over for a knee bar. All right, so again, not bad, but when you step over for the knee bar, your butt has to be as close to your opponent's hips as possible, just like an arm bar. If you're going for an arm bar and your butt is way far away from your opponent's uh, shoulder slash body, not a very effective arm bar. Same thing with the knee bar. That was smooth. Let's go back and look what happened. Here, Dave looks like he pushes the top leg down. Looks like he's got an easy pass here and throws his frames up here. Goes to correct himself. Dave, that was smooth. Sticks it right in his holster. Drops back for the entanglement here. I don't know if this is considered reaping or not. I don't think so because it's in his opposite armpit. But again, I don't know. It's been a while since I competed in a rule set that didn't allow reaping, so I'm actually not sure what reaping is considered. Dave gets an easy pass. Playing with the legs. I'd like to see Ant get a little bit more engaged with his arms. There we go. Oh, that was a good spin. Right to north-south. Nice. Yeah, the last rule set these guys competed under grappling industries, reaping was not allowed. But I mean some guys are doing it, including my guys, and hey, if the ref doesn't call it, my guys are, making good use of it. I'm not gonna be the one to stop them. There we go. That I believe would be considered reaping because his knee is far over the hip. But again, as I told these guys, I'm not training you to be good white belts. I'm training you to be good black belts. So I'm going to show you what reaping is, show you how to defend it, show you attacks and defenses from there. It is your job to make the adjustments under the rule sets you're competing under. Khaled on the top and Anthony on the bottom here, running the drill. Khaled gets control of the pants, and it's got to be a little bit more active with his arms. Not quite sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, so we see a problem here. You got to isolate the legs, right? So we can see, right, let me rewind a little bit. We can see as Khaled drops back for the leg, Ant manages to stick his left foot inside. So now both of Khaled's leg needs to be attacking Ant's right leg, but Ant manages to get his left foot in. So boom, Khaled doesn't have isolation of that leg. Also, another thing that I like that Ant did, he's holding on to the sleeve right here. Again, the game changes a little bit in the gi. So he's not allowing Khaled to isolate his leg in one of two ways, in two of two ways, with his arm and his legs. So that's pretty good defense by Ant. Khaled's got to make sure he doesn't get swept. I was just about to say. I know they're going slow, but you can't be lazy. One of the best things I ever heard. If you're lazy in training, you are training to be lazy. So make each rep count. Again, this is the first time they're playing this game, so obviously they're going a little bit slow through it. That's better. That's much better isolation by Khaled. Bad camera work on my part, but you can see two of his legs isolating Lance leg, and he's got a good. There we go. Now it's looking a little bit better. I'd like to see them pick the pace up a little bit more. I'll go for a heavy smash. If he gets the pass, pretty good. So by now you guys know how this game is running. Again, first round, very little resistance from either guy. Oh, I have no idea what that was. Let's see what went wrong there. So he draws a reaction from Ant. Okay, doesn't get the foot in the holster, so the foot's essentially still in front of him. So when he sits back, he's got nothing. Do you have Ant's other foot as well? So he doesn't really have control of anything. And when he sits back, he's got more control of nothing. Again, some beginner mistakes here that we sussed out. Nothing too major on either side, but if I could give Khaled one piece of suggestion, is to get a secure grip with his arms and legs before he drops back. Got Kevin on top and Khaled on the bottom here. Khaled's got to be a little bit more active with his arms. Not too bad of an entry by Kevin, but I'd like to see him secure with his hands a little bit better. So here, he pushes, he steps over for an entry, which is fine, but he's got nothing securing the leg to his body. He needs an overhook grip on that leg. And I would also argue the lower body connection is a little bit weak as well. I want his butt as close to his opponent's body as possible. Yeah, he's got no control over Khaled's leg right now. Khaled could simply like push this leg off, and he would have, and Kevin would be left with no control over that leg, or no lower body control over that leg, I should say. Yeah. And now he's improved his position a little bit better. Still a little bit far away from his opponent. He definitely reaped the knee there, which is illegal in the gi. But again, I don't want these guys to get too confused with what's reaping and what's not. We'll clean that up later. I'm just giving them guiding principles at this point. And they start again. Goes for the headquarters. It's like almost like a leg drag. Okay, Kevin's sitting too far to the side he wants to go. So you'll see that he drops to his right a little bit too much. Keep keep your eye on this leg of Kevin's. So when he drops to his right, ends up on the bottom. Now he's unable to secure Khaled's leg going this way. If he landed on his butt, or I shouldn't even say land on his butt, if his right leg were on the inside of Khaled's right thigh, it would be a much better isolation. Yeah, he's got nothing isolating other than I don't even know. Yeah, his right leg is not doing anything. He's got to use both of his legs to isolate one of Khaled's legs. He's got a decent grip with his upper body. It's underneath his armpit pretty deep, but it's going to be hard to generate any kind of meaningful power from here with just his upper body. He's got to make a lower body adjustment here. My suggestion from here would be to get this leg active. Right now it's on the floor flat doing nothing. Get it up and on the inside of Khaled's thigh. There we go. That was much better. Again, don't blame me. I don't know if these positions are legal. I probably should. I think I'm telling him as much. Like I don't know what's in the gi what's legal, what's not, or even no gi IBJJF what's legal or what's not. It's been a minute. I got to go back and look at the rules. It's been a minute since I competed under a rule set that didn't allow lots of reaping. So they go again. Let's see if he uses the threat of a pass. Oh, there we go. Step through for knee bar, kinda. All right, we're gonna run out of time, but see the mistake that he swung over a little bit too wide, in my opinion. Not bad. He's stepping through, so now he's got to drop his butt as soon as possible to make a connection to him and his opponent. But instead, he's like kind of, oh, there we go. That's the end of it. But so that would have led to a knee bar. That's much better. Kirk on top, Dave on the bottom this time. Oh, Kirk steps through. Yeah, it's pretty good. He's got to get his knees tight. Can't quite see what's going on here. Looks like Dave's walking him through something. He does have isolation, but I like to see him sit to his our left, his right. Yeah, not quite sure what Dave was walking him through there. Let me fast forward a little bit. Restart. Oh, good misdirect by Kirk. That was great. Running back. Dave doing a good job getting active with his hand. I like to see hands. Nice by Kirk here. There we go. Stepping on his opponent. Got to keep that grip high on his chest. Got to isolate a little bit more and fall towards the side that he locked. Here, good misdirect into the pass. Stuck inside. So let's look at that again. Kirk fell back without any good grips. Here, he doesn't have a good grip on the lower body, and keep your eye here. He doesn't have a good grip on the upper body either. He kind of flopped back. Yeah, Dave's just able to just lift his foot up out of danger. I think they're going to run it one more time. Oh, faked the leg lock, went for the pass. Nice. Again, your passing will feed the leg locks. Your leg locks will feed your passing. Got Beck on top and Kirk on the bottom. Beck looking for a way around the guard or an entanglement. Looks like he's trying to go for it. Oh, nice. Kirk. All right. A lot happened in that exchange. Let's look at it again. Looking for a pass. Gets the ankle. Watch what Kirk does. Very good job with his left foot. Prevents Beck from getting isolation, but keeping it on the inside. So now if Beck were to try and drop back and isolate that leg by throwing his right leg over, not going to happen. He either needs to go back and around, which is going to be hard because Kirk's staying sticky with his leg, or he needs to go to something else, which Beck does. Makes the adjustment, drops his weight, pushes forward, clears the leg at the same time, slides into side control. That was great. Let's look at that whole exchange in real time. Very nice. Run it back. Felt like Beck could have passed from there, or at least made a good attempt. Luke's doing that bad habit of crossing his ankles just like he did with Dave. Yeah. Do not cross your ankles. You're killing your own mobility. Run it again. Oh, that was good. Beck could sit back with isolation now for an entanglement. He chooses to pass guard instead. He had a great position for an entanglement. There was nothing stopping him. Chose to get chest to chest, which again is his call. But man, nice. It's the same thing. Again, he's getting to the entanglement with his upper body. He's getting the grip with his upper body, but his lower body is not entering in. I don't even want to say fast enough, efficiently enough. He could literally just sit back to his left, but instead He gets goes to his knees and gets caught in the closed guard. So he swept. Yeah, even here he could drop back for an entanglement. Chooses to go chest to chest. Again, at the end of the day, it's his call, but he's letting some golden opportunities go by. Oh, that was slick. Let's look at that. I mean, Kirk eventually recovered, but I like how Beck got there. Pushes the ankles down, makes it look like he's going to go for an entanglement on his right side or left side. Pushes his Pushes Kirk's far knee down as Kirk was looking to square his hips up here. Beautiful read by Beck here. Again, Kirk manages to defend. I believe he gets him to close guard again, but that was slick. Right? Beck gets chest to chest. I'll take it. That was very slick. Dave on top, Kirk on the bottom here. Gym rivals. Oh, steps over for the far side knee bar, but we saw that he did not pass the knee line. So when he stepped over too far. He's above the knee. He's basically just locking Kirk's shin. All Kirk has to do is make sure his knee doesn't pass the hip line in this direction, right? We see his knees here. See Dave's hips are about here. Dave needs to get his body or Kirk's knee in functional sense to get Kirk's knee past this line right here. No good. If you could salvage it to other things, but the initial entry, no good. That's all right. That's why we drill. You're gonna run it back. Ooh, that was good. Let's look at that again. Oh, I lost the isolation though. The entry was good. So here, pretends he's going for a guard pass. Sits back, falls to the side, has decent isolation, not too bad. He's squeezing both of Kirk's legs in between his leg, but then keep an eye on Dave's top leg here. Loses it. You know what? No. I'm gonna rewind it. Keep an eye on his bottom leg. So here, good isolation. Kirk manages to sit over Dave's bottom leg. Boom. Now he's got almost practically no isolation with his lower body. He could belly down and finish it, but it, in terms of isolation, it wasn't isolation and mobilization was not a good look. Entry was fine. Super traditional. There we go. Gets Kirk's he keeps letting Kirk sit over that bottom leg. Boom. Decent isolation here, but you can see that Kirk has already beat the heel. Now he's going to beat the knee here. Boom. Sits over, relieves the pressure. Belling down is okay. Okay, now he's got it back. That was a good roll through. That was good. Okay, I take back what I said. So let's look at what went right here. Let's look at what went wrong, what went right here. Kirk beats the isolation here. Kirk makes a mistake of belling down. Dave bellies down with him, rolls through one more time. That's the exact position back that he wanted, except this time he's being much more vigilant with his foot, not letting Kirk get it to the ground here and sit over it, creating a nice isolation. And also he's got the not the false 50-50. He's got the leg, sorry, that he wants to lock on his opposite armpit. I think I'm explaining them to them what a reap is. Probably explaining to them that I don't know if it's reaping or not. I know if it's on the same side of your armpit, it's considered reaping. Opposite side, I don't know at white belt what they would call. Oh, Dave's got a very good passing position here. Let's look at that. That was admirable here. Dave just folded Kirk's legs in on top of it. On top. So he makes like he's gonna go left. Kirk prevents Dave from going left by establishing a post with his right hand. Dave folds the left leg, folds Kirk's right leg, folds his left leg on top of it, and now he's just a sitting duck and pass there. That was beautiful. Again, use the thread of the pass to set up the leg locks. Use the thread of the leg locks to set up the pass. Going for that fold again. Oh, that was a beautiful display of jiu-jitsu. Before I belly's down again. I think he's gonna roll through again for the same position. Yep, pretty good. I want to go back and look at that original setup though, because Kirk has already been caught once in that, we'll call it the leg fold pass. So watch, he's a little bit more active with his legs. As he pushes away, boom, Dave gets a grip on it. Kirk's already turning into him to try and recover the guard, but that falls right into Dave's play here. Now Dave needs to keep that right leg up where it is here, but Kirk manages to beat it to the floor. Makes the mistake of belling down. Dave's going to roll through again. It's kind of a decent isolation here. Not quite. They're kind of in a gunfight position here. They both have each other's ankles. They both don't quite have the isolation that they need. I would say Dave has a slight advantage from that position because he has Kirk's leg in between his leg here, as opposed to Kirk having nothing here. Not bad.
There's nothing wrong with diving for a leg lock from the top position. However, you have to make the calculation. Is it worth me giving up top position to go for this leg lock? Maybe. Maybe you got badass leg locks, or your other person has a dead foot or something, and you suck at defending leg locks, and you do the math and it's worth it. A lot of times, you're going to go for it if you're ahead by a lot of points or behind by a lot of points. 90% of leg lock entries come from the bottom, so that's what we're going to work right now. Okay? We're not even going to get to the entanglement right now. You're going to do two things. You're going to elevate your partner and redirect their weight. If they're heavy somewhere, they're light somewhere else. My goal right now is to make them heavy on their hands so I can get their legs light. Okay? So the person on top, what you're trying to do is get chest to chest. Right? Person on bottom, I'm trying to A, get underneath them, 2, elevate, and 3, redirect. That's all I want you to do. Okay? So you're going to start with at least butterfly hook. 1 butterfly hook. So maybe I start in a half guard this time with 1 butterfly hook. He's trying to get chest to chest. I get underneath my opponent. I elevate and I redirect them. That's all I want. Does everybody understand? Okay, so again, run it through again. So just starting the butterfly guard here. He's trying to get me flat, right? Look, number 1, get underneath your partner. Number 2, elevate your partner using your legs. Number 3, guide them away from you with your hands. Cool? Look, he's heavy on his arms now, meaning he's light on his legs. From right here, the next step we're going to do is enter into entanglement right here. Okay? Get underneath, raise, and redirect. Cool? That's all I want for now. If you were here yesterday and Monday and you want to go right into an entanglement, go for it. We good? Any questions? Feel like I went through that a little fast. Alright, you guys are smarter than I am. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Go!
Got Kurt on top and Beck on the bottom, starting in the butterfly. Ooh, it's kind of settles with a half guard there. Again, elevate, redirect, entangle. There's a elevation. He's redirecting pretty well. He gets a sweep. I'll take it. Win conditions for Beck are a sweep or enter into entanglement. Good butterfly sweep. Uh, Beck is having a little bit of trouble getting to the entanglement because he's not isolating the leg. So in that last example, he elevates his opponent, which is fine. But then instead of entangling the leg closest to him, he goes to the one furthest away from it, and essentially just ends up in a half guard here. Simple fix. You just got to entangle the leg closest to him, or entangle the elevated leg, I should say, to make it easier. He's yep, going around the wrong side. It settles for the sweep. I think I tell him as much. Let's see if they got one more. I think they're gonna run out of time. Dave on bottom, Alyssa on top. Alyssa trying to pass. Dave's looking for that entanglement or sweep. Well, almost. Okay, so Dave was going for an entanglement here, almost got it, but Alyssa doing a good job using her arm to cap Dave's head off. So Dave has to either get under that arm or move on to something else. Which he does. He notices that Alyssa's left leg is light, so he's going to elevate his right leg. Hopefully enter into entanglement here. Perfect. Gets her off her base. Gets into an entanglement here. Very nice. Still looking for the finish. Alyssa's doing a good job peeling the leg off. Nice. Dave manages to get himself into a knee bar position, but he's kind of blocked by that wall. Alyssa's doing the right thing, keeping the upper body close. Nice job, both guys. Dave on top, Alyssa on the bottom here. Alyssa doesn't get the elevation, but manages to get Dave to step up onto his foot here, which it is should be enough. So she's past his arm, so there's nothing stopping her from going this way with her upper body. Dave's left foot is up. She should be able to thread her right leg through for the entanglement here. There we go. Now she's got to create a little bit of separation. She's got to use this foot. This foot should not be hanging out outside of Dave's frame. Should be pushing on Dave to get that leg even lighter. Looks like she was going for kind of like a 50-50. And I think Dave's telling her to create more separation. There we go. That was nice. Good isolation. Very good. She gets a finish. Gets her a little bit more, ideally belly down. Let's look at that again. Here, she gets underneath him, elevates him very nice. So now we see Dave's left leg is light. Yeah, exactly. She gets a grip on it here. Oh, gets a grip on it here, threading this leg through. This leg is going to come up and isolate. This foot is going to go into the holster. Boom. Very nice. Yeah. As Dave's recovering, isolates the leg. Beautiful. There we go. Yeah, create separation here. Leah on top, Britt on the bottom here. Good elevation by Britt. Nice. She's got the leg isolated. I'd like to see Aaliyah's foot underneath her armpit. There we go. Now because she can start going for heel hooks, straight ankle locks, whatever she needs. Turning, looking for the finish. I'd like to see her go belly down a little bit more. There we go. Good. I think I just told her to go belly down. Again, this poor camera work on my part. Elevates, gets the same entanglement. Yep, it's got to go over. Good. Now she's got to fall to the right. She's got to belly down, turn her chest to the floor. Yeah, you can see Ellie is saying like she's not feeling it. She's got to get a little bit further back on the foot this way and also rotate her chest to the floor. There we go. There we go. No, even more. She got to go even more. She got to walk her elbow back a little bit too. She's got the position. She's missing a couple of things on the braking mechanics. Here, elevation, same entanglement. Good, gets over it. She's pretty far back on the foot. Bad camera work on my part. I apologize, guys. Let's see if she gets it. She's got to walk the shoulder back a little bit more. I think she got it there. Good. Fast forward a bit. Oh, too much. Here, elevates. Oh, uses the foot to feed it to her hand. Very nice. Good entanglement with the lower body. Good grip, but again, going to be really hard to finish with your hips pointing to the air. There we go. Good. And again, I don't want her to just stop here. I want her to rotate completely to the floor. Yeah. So again, whenever you guys get the straight ankle lock, the ideal is to rotate completely to the floor, finish belly down. Here we got Gabe on top, Tony on the bottom, running through the drill. Gabe trying to get past the guard. Might. Oh, I thought it was past it for a second there. Tony doing a good job keeping his frames in. Let's see if he can get some elevation and isolation. Doing a good job with the elevating part. He's got like, I mean, technically he has the leg isolated, but not in a position that I would call it a decent entanglement. Now he can go for other, not the Aoki lock. I forget what the name is. You can go for locks from there, but for right now, I want them to have one of their opponent's legs in between theirs, facing forward. Good elevation there. Looks the isolation, but looks like Gabe. Oh no. Now he's got it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. High on the bottom and on top. Guy looking for the sweep. Oh, good entanglement. Nice. That's all we're looking for here. We're not necessarily looking for the finish. I think I'm just telling him that that might have been considered a reap. I went for his first tournament a couple of weeks ago, and I think he had like two ankle lock finishes, or maybe it was one. But yeah, he was throwing a lot of people off. He was in the adult division because he had no one. He's only 16, if you can believe it. But he had no one in his age group, so he went up to the adults, and he had four matches. I think he won two of them. Not bad for his first time out. Way enough talking for me about other things. Here, he's got to get underneath, and yeah, that arm's gonna become a problem. Oh, that wasn't bad. So he settled for the sweep first, and then instead of recovering on top, he gets to the entanglement. That's fine. I'd like to see him isolate the leg a little bit more. They go again, starting in the butterfly. Yeah, he needs to maintain a tight upper body connection. Lost a leg on that one. Let's see if he can salvage it. Not quite. Good attempt though. I think he just hit hit and south of the border. Let's go one more time. Good sweep. Very good. We run out of time. Got Hunter on top, Larry on the bottom here. Slap and they go. There's an awkward slap. Larry looks like he's looking. Yep. Oh, and a beautiful sweep by Larry. Right into side control. Excellent. They should be resetting now. I think I told him, yeah, to just reset. That was great. He came up with the underhook, off balanced, right over. Go again. Yeah, Hunter's got to keep Larry from sitting up here. Flat body and mobile body. Gets the underhook again. Goes for the sweep. I think he's still gonna get it. Loses that hook, gets it back now. So let's look at why that sweep didn't work, because it was close there for a second. So it gets here. He still has the ability to sweep here, especially if he could prevent Hunter from sticking that elbow out anymore. Okay, yep. So he's got a grip on that arm. So again, he still has the ability. Hunter can't theoretically move that arm anymore as long as Larry's keeping a good grip on it. This inside hook needs to now off balance this way, but you're going to see Larry's foot slip out. Boom, no longer effective. Hunter could pass from here, settles for the top position, good enough. Larry looking to get his hooks back in. The shoelaces. Gets one. Oh, that was a weird off balancing. Let me see that. Gets his left hook in. Holds Hunter's right arm. So right now you can't see it, but Hunter's right arm is occupied. Larry's got that left hook in. I'm still not quite sure how Hunter lost his balance. Maybe he got nudged over by Larry's right knee in like a modified scissor sweep type of thing. I don't think so. Oh, but he uses it to get into entanglement. Beautiful. That was beautiful. That's a great transition. Gonna run it back. Larry sets up again. Hunter's got inside position with the arms this time. He's breaking his base a little bit too easy, but he's not getting elevated, which is good. Gonna come up in the side control maybe to half guard, or get rolled to the other side. He's doing better with the inside arm positioning. It comes up. Hunter gets double underhooks on this one. His base is being broken a little bit too easily. Yeah. He's doing a better job not getting completely flat, but Hunter's, again, I think it's like his first or second week at this point. His base is being broken a little bit too easily. Larry looking for that entanglement. Probably not going to get it. Not in a very good position, but gets a sweep inside control. Nothing to complain about there. Alyssa on top, Beck on the bottom. They're trying to pass and heavy going forward. One of Beck's hooks is out. I get that back in. Yep, gets it back in. Let's see if we can get under Alyssa here. There we go. Looking for a sweep. And the entanglement on the way out. Almost. Oh, he's got the entanglement technically. Got to belly down a little bit more if he wants to finish, or change his entanglement and fix his grip. There we go. Now he should be able to get it. His grip is a little bit too low. Yeah, look at the where's my clicker? Look, you look how low his grip is. His grip needs to be up here. Look at the point of contact is down there. I don't know if he got the tap or if she if she just broke out. Run it back. Look, elevate. Ooh, nice sweep. Going for the entanglement. Didn't get enough isolation on the entanglement, and Alyssa was able to recover her weight and put it back in a meaningful place on top of back. That was almost. What are the random people behind him? They run out of time here. Yep. Back on top, Alyssa on the bottom here. Alyssa elevate. That was great. Good redirection. Just gotta go way further back on the foot. There we go. Beck doing a good job preventing complete isolation. It's going to be real hard for Alyssa to finish if she doesn't get on her side. And I'd like to see her scoot back on the foot a little bit more. Beck's thinking about that, but not really. Yeah, might be able to get it, but yeah, her grip needs to be attacking closer to the foot here. Remember, it is a straight foot lock. You're trying to straighten out the foot. Eventually gets it here, but you don't want to be on your opponent's Achilles tendon. I mean, that's more of a pain compliance technique. Trying to break your opponent's foot. Fast forward for so where they restart. Good underhooks by Alyssa. Good. She's got to elevate a little bit more and get her hands under him so she can push and redirect with her hands as well. Yeah, like that. Good. It's probably telling her the same thing. She lost the hook. Yeah, she's just pulling him to half guard at this point. She did not have. Let me rewind here. Look, she doesn't have inside control with both legs. So when she tries to attempt an entanglement, she's basically just pulling him into half guard. Again, not the end of the world, but we just sacrificed butterfly position, and now our opponent has chest to chest. Kind of chest to chest. I'm gonna fast forward here because I'm not too interested in the. Oh wait, maybe I won't. Okay, there we go. As soon as I said that, she gets a sweep and then she goes for the entanglement, bellies down. That was good. I'd like to see her a little bit more. Again, the problem my beginners are having was when they go belly down, they completely abandon the lower body. Don't. Your lower body still needs to make a connection. It was here struggling with this lock. You can see the angle of her forearm. It's like down here. It should be up here, attacking the foot, attacking the end of the foot, end of the lever. Yeah, it's going to be hard to adjust once you're already in this position, and she has no lower body connection. So even if you go belly down, make sure you have some sort of lower body connection, please. Hunter on top looking to pass, Kevin on bottom looking to sweep or elevate into a leg entry. Gets the sweep, very nice. Pretty textbook. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Kevin starting in the upright position. Let's look at what went right on Hunter's perspective here. Don't even know if he knew what he did. He's got the underhook on our left side, his right side. Boom. And now he's going to take his head off to the opposite side. Kevin is now, oh, sorry. Hunter's momentum is going to his right. Kevin's own, I shouldn't say only, but most likely scenario to sweep is going to be to his left since he's got this post trapped. But Hunter's going to pull off to our right, thus putting Kevin flat on his back, unable to sweep. Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, sorry, I should mention one other thing. It's gonna be hard for Kevin to sweep to his right because his head's on the left side. He goes to sweep to the right, not going to be very conducive. Uh, Even if he has Hunter's arm trap, not impossible, but it's going to be much more difficult compared to going to the side where the head is not. Let's put flat on his back, close guard. Again, not the end of the world, but not a winning condition either. They go out again. Let's see if Kevin makes any adjustments because they're in the same predicament. Looks like, yep, it looks like he's trying to pull to the left. There we go. Excuse me. Made the adjustment, pulled to the left. Good grip fight here. Oh, that was close. Hunter got both underhooks, sprung forward here, but Kevin uses that to elevate. Tries to go for a leg entry, but he didn't have inside position with the arms, so Hunter's legs get away from him. Creates a nice little scramble, but not a winning condition. That was textbook. Double under, or I think it was double under. Elevates, sweeps. I like to see Kev go for the leg entries a little bit more. I know he's not a big leg lock guy, but that's what we're working this week. Make it one more time. Oh, Kevin gets double overhooked. Interesting. Let's see. Oh, I guess we run out of time there.
This is what we're doing. One person on top, one person on bottom, starting with the feet on the hips. From here, person on top, your job is to either pass the guard or get into an entanglement and finish. Person on bottom, your job is to not get past, but also get into an entanglement and finish. Cool? So we're both going for leg locks. Oh, I'm sorry. Person on top, 2 ways to score. Pass the guard or finish with a leg lock. Person on bottom, 2 ways to score. Sweep or leg lock. There, that makes it easier, right? So again, if you're on top, you can start standing, start on the knees as long as the feet are on your hips. I say go, I'm either trying to pass the guard or go for a leg lock. He's trying to sweep me or go for a leg lock. Cool? Again, the concentration being on go for a leg lock. Because if I'm busy defending the sweep and my hands are heavy, leg entanglement is probably a little bit more viable. Cool? Again, from the top, pass or leg lock. From the bottom, sweep or leg lock. Again, the concentration being work the things you're not good at. Work on getting to that entanglement and finishing. You must finish. Okay? The move don't quit, or the move don't fit, you must have quit. All right.
No.
I ain't Bill Cosby, but if they sleeping on me, fuck it. All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Last minute.
On top, trying to pass Nate on the bottom, trying to sweep or entangle. Nate doing a good job keeping posts on Kai. Almost kicked him in
Remember,
the head.
guys, your pass attempts will aid your leg lock entries, and your leg lock entries will aid your pass attempts. So we still have to isolate her leg.
Nate doing a great job
good. I would put your
Kai
left
with one
foot
hand
on
his
top
leg.
of her hamstring. Connect your hands together,
Might be able to
and
see
now
him doing
drop your
entanglement.
belly
Oh,
as you
same for Kai.
lift your chest. Like
Nate crosses his legs to prevent
put
that
your
from
forehead on the
happening.
ground. Good. Now think
And
of
now
dropping your
pass her.
belly to the floor as you
Out the reset.
extend with your body. Yeah, sure.
And
Why
then go
not?
again.
20 seconds. Nothing? How did you have the foot?
It wasn't tight enough around.
Oh,
Nate's
okay.
Kai's got to clear that leg. He's got to free his right leg too if he wants to drop back into entanglement or pass for that matter.
You know what? I'm going to add that to that.
Getting rid of that with his one little hand on the leg is super important.
I'm going to add what happens if your opponent goes belly down. Good. Follow.
Pretty
Left
good
way.
back and
Isolate her
forth in
leg.
this
Look, you're not
position.
isolating her leg.
Not bad. And on top and Kai on the bottom here. Oh, nice sweep by Kai. Or almost sweep, I should say. Didn't quite get the 3 seconds for points. And fighting here. Good post by Ant. Ant doing a good job not getting elevated. See if he can pass from here. It's got Kai pretty flattened with a good body lock. Walks back into the guard. Or I should say Kai puts him back into the guard. And settles for chest to chest half guard. think that's it. Dave on top and Khaled on the bottom here. Dave doing a good job keeping Khaled's legs close to his body. Khaled coming up. I'd like to see him use both hands to engage the grips. Doing a good job preventing Dave from passing. Dave looks like he's looking for an entry. Oh, settles maybe for the pass. Not quite. There we go. Very good back and forth. You see the play counterplay going on between, Khaled having to choose between long frames and short frames, and Dave trying to navigate those frames and also looking for a leg lock entry at the same time. There we go. Now he gets a grip. If he sits back, oh, never mind. Khaled gets his leg inside. Dave gets a superior angle on that top knee and goes for the side smash right into the pass. That was good. Let's look at that again. So here, Dave has an opportunity to drop back into a leg lock here. Watch what Khaled does with this foot, because it's in danger right now. Puts it inside, smart. However, his knee is too far collapsed, too far pointing down. He needs to have a frame pointing out. Dave realizes that, smashes that weight down here, and manages to free that bottom leg and get the side control. He dropped the people's elbow on him too. Khaled much better with the grips. Let's see. Yep. Let's see if he sweeps or goes for an entanglement. Dave doing a good job keeping his base. However, yep, heavy on the hands. You got to be light on the legs. Khaled enters into a nice entanglement here. Very good. Maybe finishes. Think he's going to run out of time. Chow on the bottom, Kirk on top. Chow gets underneath. Okay, let's look at what went wrong. He's got to have inside position with his legs in order to isolate this leg. He needs to redirect Kirk's weight, upper body this way. Doesn't have any redirection going on. Again, this hand is going to prevent his head from going where it needs. Kirk's hand here is going to prevent Chow's head from going where he needs to go, which is that direction. Also, he loses the inside position on that far foot, so he essentially just pulls Kirk into a chest-to-chest half guard here. Common mistake, and again, this is why we drill. Fast forward. Start again, hand fighting. Chow's in a better position to initiate now. Good. Attempts to sweep, doesn't get it. Much better with the entanglement attempt this time, that failed to secure the leg. So he slips that leg outside. I don't believe he has inside position with that far leg either. So Kirk is able to sit up and over and right out. Probably into side control in a live situation. Or technically it's a live situation, but if they were pursuing the positions. Start again. Chow pulls butterfly, elevates. There we go. That's much better. He's got to get his bottom foot a little bit more, bottom knee a little bit more active. There we go. Now he's got some true isolation. Good connection. He should either not let his opponent rotate or belly down. Beck on top, Aaliyah on the bottom here. Aaliyah doing a good job getting underneath Beck. Got to redirect, got to elevate and redirect a little bit more. Okay, Beck does something interesting. Hugs the head. If I were Aaliyah, I'd immediately shoot this underhook, immediately get this leg out into side control, and start making a play for the back. Almost. She should go right to the back from there. There we go. Very good. Restart. Good elevation on that one. That was great. Could have entered into a false reap, or not a false reap, into the saddle position. I just don't think they know it. Good. Redirects his weight. Gets a good entanglement. Let's see if she can finish from here. She got to walk her elbow back and point her chest to the floor. There we go. Very nice finish. It's pretty good. Didn't start out well, but it ended well. Nate on top, Khaled on the bottom here. Khaled opting for the closed guard, which is not what we were doing today. They start again. Khaled doing a good job controlling the grips. Oh, there we go. That was beautiful. Let's look at that again. My goodness. From here. But he's got the butterfly hooks. Gets an unhook, starts sweeping to his left. Freezes Nate's post here, attempting the butterfly sweep this direction by elevating this foot. You can see Nate is widening his base with this foot, taking hop steps in this direction. So what does Kala do? He makes the adjustment. Boom. It's the leg here. Enters into an entanglement. You see that bottom knee come through. Very nice. Now all he has to do is secure it with the top leg over here. Falls to the side. Well, he's got to secure his grip first, but other than that, that was pretty good. Oh, now we lost it. The entry was good. The finish left a little bit to be desired. I still managed to finish it here. Fast forward for the reset. Start again. Kala gets good hand positioning. He's got to come up half guard at this point. I guess they were just drilling the position. Fast forward again. Kind of looking for the inside position with his hands. Nate doing a good job floating. Yeah, there we go. Good adjustment by Khaled. Khaled on top, Nate on the bottom. Khaled giving pressure. And a lot of upper body pressure, yeah, but he doesn't have hooks established, so Nate pretty easily manipulating his weight. Good entry. But I thought, let's look at the whole thing again. So we see Khaled giving a lot of upper body pressure, but he doesn't have superior connections, so he's not able. um, So he's not able to do anything meaningful with it. Basically, just giving Nate his balance. Nate's able to manipulate him. I thought he was going for a sweep here. Over clamp on the left leg, on the right leg, sorry. Weaves his left leg through. Gets the entanglement here. I thought he was going to miss it because he didn't have enough isolation. Belly's down. Yeah, I didn't think he was going to be able to get this. But I guess he had enough leverage to finish. Very good. Fast forward a bit here. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe they get right to it. So Cal's got to start clearing that leg. Nate's doing a good job keeping an attachment, a connection to his lower body with his upper body, to be clear. Cal is doing a better job with his weight distribution this time. Oh, no, he got the double underhooks taken again. Same story as last time. So this time he's gonna get turned into a sweep. He's got to stop giving up the connections on the upper body. He's also letting Nate start with the double underhook, so I respect him for that. But he's got to deal with that before he starts trying to do anything else. And on top and Dave on the bottom here. Both fighting for grips. Dave's got to get both hands engaged. There we go. That's a bit slightly better. Don't like his, I'm not complaining about him having one hand on the ground, but I prefer him to have both hands on his opponent. Good job. Oh, that was funky. That was a funky little sweep. I have to go back and look at that. That was in a great armbar position. Let me go back and look at that. So he's here, and it's looking to make his way around. Okay, so Dave has a knee shield here. I'm really interested to see how this sweep went. My theory is that he's got a cancellation of Anthony's post here. What confuses me is how he generated enough, I don't want to say power or force, how he generated enough momentum, angle, whatever you want to call it, to force Anthony over into the direction where his post is not available because Anthony still has his right arm. So his right arm can act as a post going this way. Let's see what happens. I don't know where Anthony's right arm is at the moment. He can't use his left arm because Dave's occupying it. Okay, so Anthony's arm, let's rewind a little bit, is here. He needs a post over here, which he doesn't have because of his left arm is occupied. Dave, let me rewind it a little bit more. Dave starts to break his balance over to the side he doesn't have the post. It's a nice clean sweep right into an armbar position. I think they're gonna run out of time for the next one. Yeah. Alyssa on top and Aaliyah on the bottom here. Got Alyssa on top and Aaliyah, excuse me, on the bottom here. I think I came in the middle of the action because she's in like almost a half reverse guard here. Oh, separates the legs, goes to the bottom, looking for isolation. She needs to make a connection on. She's just kind of holding the arms here or holding the leg here with her arms. I'd like to see her like make a solid connection by getting it underneath one of her armpits. Turns. Oh, she might go for a knee bar here. She's in a good knee bar position. She finished it just like an arm bar. Squeeze the knees, hips forward, pull back on the heel. I think Aaliyah's still trying to get out. Maybe she's letting her work. Looks like she's gonna tap. Oh, she's turning the knee out of danger. She might be able to get out. Good job by Aaliyah. Well, she's not completely out of the entanglement yet, but she's out of the immediate danger of the knee bar. Yep, now she can turn. Yep, and take her back. Yeah, she gotta grab. She gotta make an upper body connection. There we go. Now she has superior position. That was very good by both girls. Gonna reset. Alyssa's doing a good job controlling the grips. So Aaliyah's got to deal with that first. There we go. Now she's getting underhooks. Trying to generate. Oh, good. Trying to generate momentum to elevate. There we go. Goes the entanglement. At least gets a sweep. I would have just come up with a sweep on that one. Gets the entanglement on the far leg. And I'm going to run out of time. Melissa on top, Beck on the bottom. Beck just got the sweep. Can't see what the legs are doing, but he's got to get a good bite on the ankle. And he's got to. There we go. Nice isolation. Good belly down. Finish it here. Good. That was textbook. Fast forward a bit. Melissa starting standing. Good sweep. There is an angle out from here. They just don't know yet. They choose for isolation on the inside. I think he's got to get a little bit further back on the foot. Alyssa doing a good job staying off that side. If she could stand up on that leg and clear his entanglement, be even better. But they're going to run out of time. Nate on the bottom, Kai on top. Nate always getting those double underhooks. Okay, went for the entanglement, but he didn't clear Kai's left arm. So his head's going to get caught and he can't make that angle. No problem. Goes back to the butterfly. Settles for the sweep. He's going to start with those double underhooks. Doing a good job avoiding the entanglement, the elevation into the entanglement. Oh, spoke too soon. He's getting swept though. Now, I do have to mention that Nate is starting with double underhooks, it looks like. Oh, okay, not this time. So let's see how he does. Starting in the neutral grip. He can make it his way to the back from here. I appreciate him staying in the scenario though. Yeah, he could easily just make his way to the back or even go for a sweep. There we go. Nate's doing a good job getting to that double underhook position. Got no complaints about that. Got underhook on the right side, overhook on the left. By just trying to maintain his posture and balance. There we go. He's got chest to chest. I should have passed from there. By doing a good job passing with the front headlock. Almost gets it, but gets himself swept. They go again. He's just giving him that double underhook. Nate trying to elevate to a sweep or leg entry. Oh, nice sweep. Good job, both guys. on top, Kai on the bottom here. Beautiful elevation exposure and gets the grip. Still struggling to finish. Khaled, or Kirk doing a good job trying to keep the legs separated. Oh, Kai's got to get a little bit further back and get isolation on that leg. Uh-oh. There we go. Nope. Kai's winning this battle so far. Good escape. Let's look at that whole thing. So, starting butterfly, Kai's got an overhook on the right side. Elevates with his left leg. Perfect. Perfect position here. You're going to see him take his left arm. Get a scoop grip, not a scoop grip, get an overclamp grip on this leg. Pull it through. Get his left leg over. Right leg under. Boom. Solid connection here. Now, where he messes up is he's trying to get distance between himself and his opponent by putting the bottoms of his feet on Kirk. So he lets go of that figure four grip. I would have kept that figure four grip. And in the midst of that, Kirk is able to separate his legs, step over his bottom leg, and get his foot out of danger or get his body out of danger. We see Kai no longer has complete isolation using both legs, and Kirk takes away the angle. Kai looking for that elevation, gets isolation again. It's too far forward on the ankle, in my opinion. He's got to get way further back on the foot. Kai doing a great job keeping himself out of complete danger. Yeah, he's just starting this. He's getting out of the danger zone, for lack of a better word. Are we gonna run out of time before they can run it again? I think I'm just showing them how to finish. Alyssa on top and Kevin on the bottom here. Right into an injury. Kevin can't do much about it. He knows he's cooked. Good entry and finish by Alyssa. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, moving on. It's got a collision there. The classes have been packed lately. I am blessed to have so many great students. We're moving into a bigger location, but it is taking some time. We were supposed to move in last year. Kevin goes for an elevation. Alyssa sidesteps it, gets into this almost half guard position. Good pass. Let's fast forward a bit. Ooh, it drops right back into a leg lock. She's got to get this foot on the other side of his thigh, though, to get that complete isolation. And we're going to run out of time. Kai on top, Cal on the bottom. Rick goes right into an entry. Gets the isolation. That was beautiful. Khaled's doing the wrong thing by bailing down. Again, I'd like to see Khaled isolate the leg a little bit more. And what I mean by that is in this specific position, the bottoms of his feet on Khaled's torso, not past. It's hard to generate pressure from that. He's in a slightly better position. There we go. Good finish. Don't celebrate your wins in practice. They start again. Kai's definitely looking for another entry. Khaled doing a good job of holding the inside position with his arms and legs. Kai trying to smash and pass. There we go. There's a superior angle on the knee. Upper body connection. He's got to get a pin and then pass. Got 2 seconds to do it. And he runs out of time. Khaled on top, Dave on the bottom here. Khaled will looking for the pass. Oh, walks right into Dave's leg entry. Very nice by Dave. He's got to finish it. Oh, I think he did. Let's look at that again. So far so good. Dave takes he gets a connection with his upper body on Khaled's lower body. He goes to high step over, almost like he's going to replace the guard. But instead of replacing the guard, he sees an opportunity. It's his bottom knee in to make a connection. He's got a connection here, here, an isolation. Manages to turn Khaled sideways. I'd like to see him reap by taking this foot underneath Khaled's right leg. but manages to turn Khaled enough to break his balance and get the finish. Very nice. See them run it again. Khaled doing a good job controlling the ankles. I was about to say I didn't like to see his pressure go straight forward into Dave's legs, but let's see why that worked. So he dives his pressure straight into Dave's frames here. Okay. Dave should be posting and pushing away. Right now he's just kind of holding, that arm's not doing much. So there's nothing really stopping Khaled from turning that angle. By the time he gets to a posting position, Khaled is pretty much already past chest to chest. Good job, Khaled. They start again. Oh, Khaled goes for his own entry. But he didn't get enough isolation, didn't get enough exposure. But at least he got the attempt. That's how you learn.